In today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the Mist-Free Humidifier by Provertech. They have sent me this humidifier as a free sample so I can go over the different features with you to help you decide on your purchase of this humidifier. So starting out, this is a 3-liter humidifier and your holding tank is going to be right here at the bottom. And to fill up that water reservoir, it's going to be very simple. Just lift up the top and you're able to fill it with just plain tap water. And then on the inside here, you do see a mesh filter. This is going to catch all of the particles that may be in the water or in the air. So the mist that is coming out and going out into the air is going to be particle free. After some time of use of this humidifier, you do need to wash the filter. It's going to be very simple to do. This filter just comes right off of the frame and then you're able to hand wash it, or you can throw it into the washing machine for easy cleaning. We do also have a see-through area, so you have the max fill line, and then you also know when you do need to fill the water reservoir back up. And with the water reservoir full with the 3 liters, you're going to get about 30 hours of continuous runtime out of it. So when you are using your humidifier, there are 2 different ways that you can navigate all of the different settings that allow you to customize how you want your humidifier to work. The first way is going to be on the humidifier itself. And if we take a close look here, we're going to have a touchscreen control panel. So to power on the humidifier, it's going to be a quick press of the power button. And then right off the bat, we're going to have our humidity level displayed in the center. Now, all of these different buttons do have a different function. So this one right up here is going to be the light feature. So you can go through all of those different lighting modes. So you have 7 of them, or you can just have it on auto. This button right here is going to be an auto button. So it's only going to run when it senses that the humidity is too low. And then once it is at the right humidity, or if it's too high, it will turn off. Over here, we have a timer, so you can adjust how long you want the humidifier to work, and you can go up to 12 hours. So you can have it continuously running, but have it shut off at a certain time, or you can just have it running constantly. These 3 lines right here are going to be your speed adjuster. So if you listen close, you can hear the sound of the fan picking up. So what this is going to do is allow more mist to be put out into the air. And if you notice, this isn't like other humidifiers. You don't have visible mist because this is an evaporative humidifier, meaning that the water is evaporating before you can actually visibly see it. Going over here, we do have a UV light. Clicking that button, there is no noticeable feature, but you'll know that it's on with that little light indicator. Under that, we have the night mode, and what that is going to do is it's going to turn off the screen and it's going to reduce the sound of the humidifier so it's not interrupting your sleep or anything like that. Along with your humidifier, you do also get a hygrometer, which is going to measure the amount of humidity that's in the room. This hygrometer does require 3 AA batteries. Those are going to be located under this tab right here, and those batteries are included. So the app that you're going to want to download is called Prodigy Tech, and one thing to keep in mind is that if you want to use the hygrometer, you do need to install the app and get everything connected. When you are connecting both the humidifier and the hygrometer to the app, you are able to do so via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. If you choose to connect through Wi-Fi, if you have a dual router, you want to choose the 2.4 gigahertz instead of the 5G so everything works properly. So once you have everything connected, your home screen is going to look like this. So if we click on the humidifier, we are able to see all of the different settings that we see on top here. So humidity is 52% and the temperature of the room is 72.9. From here, we are able to customize how we want our humidifier to work. So we have a manual mode where we can adjust the different humidification levels pretty much just like we can on the touchscreen control panel, but everything is going to be right here on your phone. So if we go over to auto, this is going to be the same way as if we were using the touchscreen. So it's going to run when the humidity is too low, and it's going to shut off when it's at the right level or when it is too high. Then we do also have that sleep mode. Going down, we have the UV mode as well that you can have on or off, and then we have some different scenes. So what the scenes are is already pre-installed adjustments to the humidifier. So for example, if we press on plants, it's automatically going to run how the plants would need. If we click on baby, it's going to adjust again to what that humidity needs to be. Then down in the bottom right hand corner, we do have a timer that you can add, as well as a countdown for an action to be performed. If we go back to the home page, we can click on the climate master, and that is going to be the hygrometer. So we see that it is 71.6 degrees with a 51% humidity, which is matching up with what we see on the humidifier itself. And then we have a graph down here at the bottom that we can look at from day, week, month, or year. And that's just to give you a visual of what the temperature was and what the humidity was on that given day of the week or the month or the year. And then in the top right hand corner, we can go into all of the different device details that we can use to customize how we want the hygrometer to work. So we can have a low temperature notification, a high temperature notification, low humidity, high humidity, and you can just have all those on if you want to be notified when the humidity is too high or too low, or if the temperature is too high or too low as well. For the humidifier to work, you do not need the app. I would recommend using the app because it's a lot easier and more convenient to set everything how you want it to work on a visual phone screen instead of just tapping on the touchscreen control panel. Like I said, everything is just a lot more clear when you are looking at it on a phone. One thing to keep in mind is that it is suitable for areas up to 300 square foot, which is going to be quite a bit smaller than your average living room. So this is going to work best in office areas, maybe in a child's room or a baby's room, or even your room. Those are the scenarios where this is going to work out best. But like I said, that's all the features of this humidifier. It's simple, it's easy to use. You don't have the visual mist coming up and getting white dust or any spots on whatever surface you are having it on, like on other humidifiers. So that is the ProverTech Mist-Free Humidifier, and I hope that I've given you enough information to help you make a confident decision in your purchase of this humidifier.